think of neighborhoods, it can't be a crime-ridden neighborhood. Okay, if you're buying a property just for cash flow and you like operating in those neighborhoods and you don't mind going there and roughing people up and all that kind of stuff, well, then maybe that's your deal. But assuming you're not, then that's not your deal style, assuming that you want to buy a property, make it better, and add value to it, what's going to happen to you is you're going to build this gem in the middle of a pack of weeds. Yeah. And no one will go on, they won't even come to your property, because here's what happens to you. Here's what actually happens on the phone. Hi, XYZ Apartments, can I help you? Hi, I just wondered where your apartment was located. Hi, it's located on 123 Main Street. Oh, it is? Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Thank you. Goodbye. No, I'm telling you, this goes on and on and on. Or if they're trying to be polite because they're too nervous and they don't want to insult you, they say, yeah, I'd like to come by tomorrow and see it. Okay, what time would you like to come by? 1 p.m. Okay, great. I'll wait. I'll be here. No worries. They don't take a lunch, the leasing agent. They wait there for you, and you never show. Those are two good signs. This is what really happens in our business, and it's why I don't want to go to those neighborhoods. Now, that's the number one thing, right? That's number one. And not that doesn't even include the fact that you're not going to be able to get any good people to work on the property. Because who wants to go to a really bad neighborhood? They just don't, right? They don't want to get beat up. So if it's not a crime problem, then I'm looking for demand drivers. And it doesn't have to be, I know Grant looking for Whole Foods, right? But Whole Foods services the properties. I don't mind having a property near Whole Foods. That's not a problem. But you got to have some reason, some stuff's got to be around it, right? They can't have to drive 20 miles to get to your property from their job, right? They may or may not want to do that. It's an important factor. So I look secondly at those demand drivers, right? And I don't want to have one demand driver. I want to have lots if I can. And if you look at most of our deals, you'll find lots of demand drivers nearby. It doesn't even have to be located on a busy street, because I think people actually prefer to have a little peace and quiet at home. They don't want to hear the motorcycles going up and down the street and whatever, but it's just got to be near demand drivers. So that's a really good question. So remember,
it could be Walmart, it could be Target, it could be restaurants, it could be, you want places where there's jobs, it could be a hospital, there's all kinds of things to create jobs and a nice place to live, right? You don't have to drive, like Ken said, an hour to go food shopping.
When you think about what kind of resident you're trying to attract, think about what kind of person that person is, and go look and say, okay, would that kind of person work near this property? Most people like to live somewhat close to where they work, unless some people don't care, but most apartment dwellers want to be close to their job. So anyway, I don't want to beat that too hard, but it was so important that you said that, because I can't tell you how many times, I've got clients who ignored the obvious, they ignored the red lights, they didn't listen to me, and they got the deal. Awesome, I got my first deal, but now they're really sorry they got their first deal, because they got the wrong first deal. And that's
going to be the toughest thing for you guys, because you're anxious to get a deal, and you're going to fall into the trap, and you really got to pay attention to this. You're going to fall into the trap of trying to make the deal work.
No, it's real.
If you just approach it the way we're teaching you, the deal's either going to work or it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And you got to be real, not emotional about it. And it's hard in the beginning when you're first starting out, because you're really excited and you really want to get something. Once you're in the business for a while, you're going to be, that's a piece of garbage. Oh, this one looks good, and you're just going to approach it like a business. So just, for everyone, and most of you are new, just be careful. Don't try and manipulate your numbers so that they come out to look good. Don't try and overlook things that are obvious, like not being in a great location. You really need to be aware. You have to have some self-awareness about that.
What tends to happen, here's how the bait really works. What tends to happen in the tougher neighborhoods, the prices tend to be lower, which makes the deal more attractive.
Yeah.
They literally are throwing a hook, a worm, bait, a lure. That's kind of what it feels like. problem is when it's happening to you, it's happening kind of so slow that you don't realize you're getting sucked in. The next thing you know, the damn shark, you're in a shark's mouth. You're shooting, I can't get out of it. All right. I think I beat that up enough, but
Thanks,
it's just so important because it goes on all the time.
And if you like the content that we've shared here, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell. So thank you again and have a wonderful day.